All right. Andrew Callaghan has responded to the accusations against him. Now, remember, you and I watched this. Mm-hmm. We watched the Andrew Callaghan accusations, and we went, this sounds like a woman who just had sex with a guy, gave him, she said she gave him consent. Had sex with a guy, regretted it, and now is running him, is throwing him under the bus, running him into the mud.
Because, again, the whole idea, like, if he didn't have consent, that's wrong. That's not cool. But, like, if you give in to the guy and then you regret it afterwards, like, I feel like, well, it's not like he was sitting there, ignoring you when you said no. He just kept pushing and you eventually gave in. Andrew
Callaghan got pussy from crazy fans. That's Andrew Callaghan's crime. The bottom line. That's what happened here. Andrew Callaghan is an ugly guy. He's always been an ugly guy. Not even, like, I'm not saying that in like an insulting way, but he's always been an unattractive kid with acne. Probably didn't get a lot of girls in high school. And now all of a sudden he's got some fame and he's got fans and he can get some pussy. And the problem was, it's like a guy who gets money before he knows anything about money.
He doesn't know how to
he blows it
well.
Right. He was now pussy gettable, but he didn't know how to get it.
He's too excited. He's not willing to back down a bit.
Right. So Andrew Callaghan gave his response to this. Now, last week when we saw his written response, he had pointed out that at least one of the women who had accused him of being a little aggressive sexually wanted money. So in my mind, on Friday, when April and I talked about that, I was like, well, then this story's over. This was a shakedown attempt. And then when he wouldn't give him money, that woman went on TikTok and then blew the whole thing up. Well, this is the newest response from Andrew Callaghan, and I have a quick question for you. Do you want to watch a cringy Ethan Klein clip about Andrew Callaghan after this? Do you want to watch Ethan Klein in full-on simp mode?
Yes.
Okay, we'll watch both of them then. Here's Andrew Callaghan. It's a video just titled In Response. Here's what I'd like to see from these guys, whether it's True Jordy or Andrew Callaghan or anybody who goes online to make an I'm sorry or a mea culpa or an explanation.
Just don't.
Put the fucking thing you're saying in the title so I don't have to waste my... It just seems a little disingenuous when you put like a teaser title in your I'm sorry video. And then at the end you say like and subscribe. Like True Jordy did. True Jordy did this big apology thing about Andrew Tate because he made some Muslim jokes. They were funny Muslim jokes. You don't have to apologize to him. You hate the guy. You hate his guts, so you attacked his religion. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Andrew Callaghan, don't do your big apology and then put like a teaser title in there and do like the usual YouTube stuff to be like, oh, I got to make sure this gets a lot of hits because even though I'm responding to I'm a sex pest allegations, I got to
grow the show.
I got to honor the algorithm. Yeah. Here's Andrew Callaghan.
All right. I never thought I'd make a video like this, but
so don't.
Never thought most of these girls would say yes either, did you? So there's a lot of things you haven't planned.
And also, again, homie, I don't know if you've seen how this goes on the internet. Bad move.
Yeah.
Usually addressing it's the problem.
Why do all these new money, like internet famous people, why are they all incapable of decorating a house? Why does it all look like their basement at home in every room? Here's a cheap, shitty couch that I should be able to afford something much more expensive. Here's a card table for my dining room.
I thought this was a hotel room.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You could be right. That looks like a hotel painting on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, could be a hotel room. My opinion still stands. When I see most of these guys and the way they've decorated, it's like, dude, you're rich. Hire somebody. Okay?
Pay a lawyer to write your speech for you, too.
Yes,
I'd love to see that one for once.
Thought I'd make a video like this, but I think there's an important conversation to be had, and I just want to be fully accountable, honest, and transparent with all of you guys. So I'd like to start by thanking every single person who's came out in the past week to speak about different ways in which my behavior has made them feel.
Here we go. Another guy who thinks it's going to save him.
I'm going to apologize for what I did wrong. That's admitting guilt. Man.
Yeah, ready? I'm going to set the clock. All right. Tick, 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 tick. Time is ticking on Andrew Callaghan's existence and career. I'm going to go on HBO Max one day, and that new documentary show he did ain't going to be there anymore.
It definitely isn't going to have anything else after it. I don't know if it was a reoccurring thing, but...
I want to thank all the women who are currently actively trying to destroy me. You know, women who have never filed a single fucking legal charge, women who have not levied one single fucking lawsuit, women who just went on TikTok and talked shit. That's it. And what were they talking shit about? That I kept making out with them until they agreed to fuck me? Well, then a lot of high school kids are going to prison.
And like I said, I still think that she was probably putting forward some of the signals because maybe she wanted like a relationship and she wasn't ready to go that far tonight, but she wants to keep it open and keep it going. It's like, yeah, but that's where he's going to keep trying.
He's going to fuck you and then leave. Don't, the audacity of people to think that they're going to fuck somebody with a modicum of fame out of nowhere and she's like, my pussy's so great, he's going to fall in love and want to be with me. Nope. Not going to happen. Enjoy your night for what it is. Like that woman said, I gave him consent. If you gave him consent, he ain't a fucking mind reader. All right? He's
also not going to try.
Yeah, he's got consent. You're going to fuck and then he's going to leave. He's got work to do. So then to go, give me some money or I'm going on TikTok and I'm telling everyone you're a creep. It's like, first of all, here's what you do. You say, fuck you to the money, and you go and make a video and go, hey, by the way, guys, I'm a fucking creep. You know what I do? I fuck my fans. That's right, I fuck them. I have sex with them. I make out with them. They agree to fuck me. I don't give them a relationship. I'm a nasty pickup artist sack of shit. How do you like that? Now
How
go
do
ahead.
you like me now?
Yeah, go ahead and make your TikTok videos.
Uncomfortable or pressured during a sexual situation, and to people who said that I've made unwanted advances and had a hard time with rejection.
All advances are unwanted until they're wanted. Like when you go talk to a woman at a bar or you go tell a woman she's pretty, those are all unwanted advances. She didn't say, hey, would you come up to me here and tell me I'm pretty?
She doesn't have a sign sitting in front of her like, hey, stop by and give me a compliment. You know,
Right.
take a shot.
Well, I mean, depending on how her tits look that night, that could be.
That could be what that
But that's how we get ourselves in trouble. But Andrew, Andrew, it's not going to save you. You're fucked now. You apologize for a bunch of consensual experiences you had. You're done.
It's over.
Yeah.
Sure, this was not easy to do. It's never easy to speak out, and it was hard for me to hear as well, because to be honest with you, up until this point, I didn't even really realize that I had this pattern that had affected.
You don't. You're a guy who was trying to get pussy. That's all it was.
Don't admit you have a pattern. That
Right.
Again, this doesn't make if you didn't realize you were doing this behavior, you're doing everything you can to take credit for it. So
Yeah.
maybe don't.
I didn't know I had this pattern. Your pattern was you hit on chicks, you tried to fuck them, and when they let you fuck them, you fucked them. That's your I mean, if that's the case, Johnny, should we hold out our hand? Here you go. Slap them on. Take me to jail. I have hit on women before. I have tried to fuck women before. They have said yes, and I have
Tried
had
to fuck dudes before.
I met Louis C.K. once at a comedy club. It was a weird time. I was 20, underage drinking. What are you going to do? Slap the cuffs on me, take everything away, because I, too, have spoken to women without knowing if they wanted me to. I, too, have, what's the word here? Finessed my way into pussy when I was younger. You know? Made all the right moves, did all the right things, got the hand slapped away a couple of times, but then, she kept going.
But then, the third time around, it was welcome.
You get it. And then you get in there and you go to work and then
You punch in.
Yeah.
You do your overtime.
come what may.
Hopefully me.
multiple people. I'd also like to apologize for my silence. I think that when
You weren't silent.
Silence is violence, Andrew. Silence is violence. This guy, I love watching this. These little progressive crybabies, when they get burned by their own, and then they try to apologize to the monster, the beast decides to come for them, and the beast is mentally ill progressive women. Mentally ill progressive women came for Andrew Callaghan because he liked fucking mentally ill progressive women. You know why? Because
they were
easy.
willing.
They're easy. They take it. But you know what? It's like anything else, Andrew. You taking a payday loan, the interest rate's going to fucking cripple you. You fuck a crazy liberal chick, you know what they're going to do? They're going to come back around later and go, you know that thing that was totally consensual that you haven't thought about in years? Yeah. I regret it now, and I'm going to tell everybody you're a monster. There's your interest rate. You fuck a conservative chick, she says maybe, and you do it to her. She goes, well, I did say maybe. I mean, I left the door open, so.
The back door.
And, you know, it kind of felt good. So, you know, all's well that ends okay. So I'll leave this shit with a fuck you and have a nice day.
Look, it wasn't the best time, but he still glued my butt shut with his nut, and I'm happy with that.
I'm a happy girl. I prayed to Jesus. All is right with the world. But yeah, you fucked progressive chicks, and they thought you were some kind of progressive icon, and you wanted to be. And you're a stereotype, Andrew. You're a tale as old as time. You wanted to be an ally, didn't you? Didn't you? And then you fucked a few allies. And then those allies went crazy afterwards. And what do you do when the beast comes for you? You're trying to appease the beast. Andrew, let me give you a spoiler alert.
Ain't gonna work.
You're going down. It's going to eat you because you didn't stand up for yourself.
This stuff first came out, I was in a state of denial and shock.
It's not a state. It's a river in Egypt. Hey!
Oh!
You piece of shit. Oh! He stuck his dick in a crazy blue-haired girl. Oh! Hickory dickory dock. I'm sorry for what I did with my cock. Oh!
I was, just riding the high from my movie that just came out. And then within 48 hours, I was denounced by my closest collaborators. And
Who? Why? Because your closest collaborators are Ethan Klein and Philip DeFranco. Philip DeFranco has a wife who won't let him say anything spicy anymore. So Philip DeFranco is not going to get your back. And Ethan Klein is more estrogen than testosterone at this point. Don't believe me? Check his tits.
It's like he's trans, but against his will.
Right.
He
doesn't want to be
shifting.
trans. Mother Nature, he's the first biologically trans person.
Oh, God's like, I have a plan for you. And he's like, I don't want to do it. Too bad. You're going to have boobs.
Yeah. Big old spicy
milkers.
Jewish boobs. It's going to be beautiful. So your buddies turned on you. You know why? Because your buddies are packs of rat shit and always have been. They're not loyal people.
my name was printed in 40 different news outlets next to the words sexual misconduct, and I just kind of spiraled into a mental health crisis. I'm okay now, but I don't really think this is about me. This is about the people that I've affected, so I just want to express my
with my dick.
This is about the people that I've affected and how all of them are now lining up asking for money.
So
because of this apology.
Tiffany, sorry about the coming in your hair when you said not to thing. Bad aim. I was pent up. I shot a little further than I thought. That's what you should do. You should go, here's my apology, and then graphically detail what you're sorry for. Amy, I'm sorry I fucked you from behind, pulled your hair, choked you, and called you a dirty whore. You told me you liked it because of shit that went on during your childhood. I apologize for that. I went too far.
Sarah, I'm sorry that I accidentally slipped into the wrong hole, but neither one of us complained, so I kept going.
Denise, you told me to cave in your back door, so I brutally butt-fucked you. I didn't know you literally wanted me to knock out your back screen door because you'd found a replacement at Menards earlier that day. My bad.
Tiffany, I'd like to say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You gurgled my cock like a freaking mouthwash.
Gloria, I think I've got your number. I think I've got the alias that you've been living under.
Eliza Jordana.
You really don't remember. What's all right.
complete sympathy, respect, and support for anyone who I've done wrong by, and I really want to do better. And
I want to apologize specifically to one woman. I met her in a club down in Old Soho where you drink champagne and it tastes just like Coca-Cola. C-O-L-A cola. Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand how she can walk like a woman and talk like a man. Oh, my Lola. L-O-L-A Lola.
Oh, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why she didn't like spitting in my hand.
be fully accountable for everything that I've done. So that being said, I want to make a few things clear.
Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand how I can regret having sex with Mr. Callaghan. Oh, my Lola. Oh. Well, I am dumb, and I think it'll suffice. Oh, fuck, I had one, and I lost it. God damn it. I was going to do a regret thing to Lola and Andrew Callaghan. Son of a bitch.
Well, I'm not drunk, but I am really high, so I think I'm gonna fuck that ugly guy. Oh, my Lola.
Oh, man. Well, I'm not dumb, but here's a bad take. I think I'll swallow the jizz from the guy from All Gas, No Brakes. Well, I'm not a girl who's into the Jews, but I think I'll fuck old Channel 5 News. Oh, man. Well, I'm not dumb, but I'll start to realize that I did nothing wrong, but I'll apologize. Oh, my Andrew.
Always taken no for an answer. As far as consent, I've never overstepped that line.
Right. So
That's why you have nothing to apologize for.
Conversation over. We're done. We're done. You've never stepped over that line. You've done nothing illegal. You had shitty sex with a crazy partner. Wow.
But, I think I want to have a more nuanced and important conversation about power dynamics, pressure, and coercion.
Here's the power dynamic. You're an ugly fucking shud with a TV show. That balances the power dynamic. You're useless, and you will get no pussy without your TV show. The TV... this guy thinks he has a power dynamic? Look, Brad Pitt has a power dynamic. All right? Matthew McConaughey has a power dynamic. Although not to... I don't think to Alex Jones. He has a power dynamic.
Fuck you, Matthew McConaughey, you goddamn drug addict, you blackmailed piece of shit, meth head. Fuck you.
That's
He just does not like Matthew McConaughey.
I don't think so. But like Matthew McConaughey is a remarkably attractive. I mean, you'd fuck Matthew McConaughey.
Probably.
I'd fuck Matthew McConaughey. And he ain't even gay, and neither are we, I don't think.
I don't know.
There's a power dynamic there. Andrew Callaghan, you're gross. You're a disgusting, you're a walking, what's the thing in the mall that you buy to clear up your face? True Clear or whatever the fuck it's called. Porcelain. What? Activia? That's yogurt.
No.
I'm not stopping until not Clearasil. The one that Avril Lavigne used to do commercials for.
Proactive?
Proactive.
I don't know.
Thank you. You're a walking Proactive commercial. Nobody should want to touch your dick. Ever. It looks like your dick gives people a curse. But you got a TV show. That balanced the power dynamic. No woman looks at you physically and is intimidated. Unless they think warts are contagious.
Well, I mean, depending on the type, they
can be contagious. That's true. Yeah, and if you get acne juice on you, you can get a breakout. So I guess in a way, you get my point.
I thought he nutted. It turns out he just popped his face.
He was going down on me. I thought his dick was in because I felt a rush of hot goo. It turns out I squeezed my legs too hard and popped all his whiteheads. Fucking hell. I think we're having as much fun with Andrew as we are. Oh, God, Andrew.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
You know who's more of a man than you? My wife.
I like a nice shorn puss.
See, she knows what she wants and she goes after it. You don't know my wife, but Anthony Cumia had this to say about her.
It's a guy and his very attractive wife.
Thank you, Gavin, for giggling at that. Somebody left in the comment section on one of our shows, they said, that just means Gavin wants to fuck your wife.
Yeah.
That's Anthony saying he wants to fuck your wife, and then Gavin going, oh, really? She must be hot. That's what the giggle was. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
I want to drown in cum.
I had a dream last night.
Uh-oh.
That April insisted on walking into a Burger King with no shirt on, or tits out, to go order. And I'm like, April, if you go in there with no tits out, people are going to bother you. She's like, well, I don't want people to bother me, so if anybody bothers me, you got to fuck them up. And I'm like, I'm not going to fight an entire Burger King. So I go in there.
Even the Whoppers were after it.
First guy, she's standing like this at the counter to order, and a guy reaches under her arm and grabs her tit, and I grab him by the neck and I punch him in the face, and then all of a sudden April's like, you have to fight them all. They all want to touch my tits. And I'm like, you manipulative, evil woman, you monster.
Why does this seem like, I don't know, like a Freudian dream of you and your fears subconsciously like resurrect, like you've got to fight off the world because they're trying to grope your woman.
Maybe that might be the case, but either way, it was a wild fucking dream. And then I get done fighting off all the Burger King people, and she's sitting in the car waiting for me. Like she didn't even like help me or not help me, but like she didn't even like support me in any way, shape, or form. She just went to the car with her Burger King, started eating, wait till I was done fighting everybody off.
Walking through the grocery store and someone's like, hey, nice Hooters. And I'm like, hey, Aaron, I'm holding Hooters.
I'm in the Owls. Maybe it's like a subconscious thing of like she wants to test me, like to prove that I'm a man.
She's just sitting over there like having her fries and her ketchup that just starts like nipping a little bit.
I don't know how much of a man you can be, though. I mean, yeah, you beat up everyone, but you beat up everyone in a Burger King. I mean, it's not exactly the world circuit.
World Star,
maybe. And then I'd wake up and then I'd go back to bed. The other dream I had was that she was making YouTube clips about what a piece of shit I am.
Well, that's just a fact.
She was putting out, and they all had thousands of views. What an asshole piece of shit I was.
Chad's in the comments. I told you.
That's exactly what it was. I had fucked up dreams about April last night, just walking into Burger King with it. And by the way, she needs to take some responsibility because that's a slutty shit trash move to walk into a Burger King with your tits
it
out.
was your dream.
That's true. She influenced it somehow.
Explain your actions in my head.
Because, you know, like I said, I think for a long time, I was behaving in a way that I actually thought was normal. I thought that, you know, going home from the bar alone made you a loser.
It does, you homo. Oh, what are you going to do? Go jerk off, you fucking loser. We should really shame him and just be like, let's do a psyop against Andrew Callaghan and just be like, oh, what are you doing since your apology? Going home from the bar alone? What are you going to K yourself, you fucking you bum? You nobody? Oh, Channel 5 News. Ugh.
Enjoy using your tears as lubricant.
Yeah, breaking news. This guy beats off so much his hand chafes.
I thought that persistence was a form of flattery, and I thought that...
It's not, but it's a way a lot of us got laid in our late teens and early 20s. Sorry, dude, it's part of the game. We all learn the lesson. Women learn it. They're like, look, you can't just have a makeout session with these guys, all right? You could do that, Nathan, 9th grade. It doesn't suffice anymore once we get driver's licenses. You got to cut it off if you're done. If you're like, no, I don't want to fuck, it's like, well, then you shouldn't be making out with me. Because I'm telling you right now, like a guy will tell you openly, I'm going to try to finger you eventually, and then I'm going to try to put my penis inside you. And that's if he's romantic. In high school, a lot of guys would be like, I'm just going to shove my cock in you.
I'd like you to have a conversation with the man in the hat.
Right. You're 18. The guys are all walking around with ragers, and the women are walking around with persistent swamp box. It's just, everybody's ready to go.
I noticed you have a tramp stamp. How do you feel about a mushroom stamp?
It's fine. 24 hours wet all the time. Just shove it in. What's love got to do? Got to do. There's like this guy like, oh, I thought persistence was getting laid. Part of it's persistence. If you don't try to get laid, you'll never get laid.
And quite frankly, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't necessarily want to sleep with a lady who's just going to throw it at me with no effort. Then I'm starting to think, like, how many other hot dogs have been in this hallway?
Right. Can't wait to get clapped. That's going to be fun. Andrew likes good girls that blackmail him afterwards.
Likes good girls with blue hair.
You know why? He's ugly and gross and has no confidence. So they can absolutely break him down and shake him down. They saw him as a mark. You know, Mr. Power, there's the power dynamic. No girl looks at you and sees a power dynamic. Every girl looks at you and sees a mark. And now, after this video,
You know, if at first somebody was reluctant, you know, they're playing hard to get, just try harder. And if you think someone's feeling you, you know, make a physical advance. And
that's how this works. It's up to the other person to refute those claims.
Right. It's everything you just said is okay. Those are all okay things.
It's the going past the no that's not okay. But it sounds like there was no.
There were no's to like in advance, but then they're like, well, why don't we keep making out? All right, I'm going to try to finger you again later.
Again, I just feel like this, and I've known women like this where it's like they want to date you and stuff or whatever. They want a relationship. So they don't want to give everything out on the first because I don't want them to never call me again.
Right, and I'm really trying to avoid that situation with you. So I'm going to try and get fucked.
And see if they go with it. And I think that, especially I realized when so many young people, especially young men, rushed to defend me when this stuff first started coming out, that this type of sex pest behavior is normalized. And a lot of people think this stuff is normal when I don't think that it is.
What are you, trying to get laid, you homo? God.
This sex pest behavior, and I'm an ally. So I'm going to sit here and say it's not cool.
Suave Banana, call in if you could, because I don't have the chat in front of me right now. But I have to ask Suave Banana, our resident gay listener expert here. Do you gay guys look at us straight guys now and go, you guys are so gay the way you try to have sex? You guys are just such soft pussies. Like Suave Banana and his husband, when they were dating, they just looked at each other across the room and one of them went. And
it was love at first spit.
Yeah, and then he saw him, he's like, all right, I know what that means. And then it was on to butt stuff town. Like, gay guys probably look at how straight guys try to get laid and be like, you don't deserve pussy, you mo.
Well, I mean, I feel like with this apology, he maybe doesn't.
I think that I want to be fully responsible for not having a fluid understanding of consent. And
yeah, but you have a fluid understanding of fluid. Am I right, Andrew? Up top, Channel 5, huh? Breaking news. Coxman over here. Give it up. No, give it up. See, that's persistence. I asked twice.
See, until consent is a physical thing that you can keep as a form of evidence, you can't say, like, we have to have a conversation about consent and giving consent. No, consent was given. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Here's what I say.
It says on your chart that you're fucked up.
Yeah.
What enthusiastic two-way consent looks like.
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
Are not true. A lot of things are missing really important contextual information that I think would change people's interpretation of a lot of these situations, but I'm not here to invalidate.
That's right, like the context of my dick.
Like the context of, like, she was like, no, but then she was shoving her tongue down my throat.
Yeah.
I'm not here to invalidate anybody's lived experience. If you feel pressured, you know, that's just what it is. I hope that young people and young men in particular can use my mistakes to learn.
Stop stressing out. You're going to break out more. It's going to get worse. You're going to need more proactive.
I've been counting. I think he got like 3 more zits since we started.
I think so. Yeah, I've seen them all just pop and pustule. He's like Freak Show from fucking Harold and Kumar. I heard everything you said. Oh, we're going down to Georgia, and the devil's down to Georgia. Hey, Randy, what? The devil. What? The devil's everywhere. Sorry.
Gonna break your shit.
Around. Yeah.
Now there are plenty of tards out there living really kick-ass lives.
Look how Andrew's doing.
Yeah.
And move through life with a better understanding of consent. As far as what I have planned,
What a bitch.
I'm not really sure what comes next.
Beta!
Obviously, you know, reporting is my one true love. And
Beta
I'm 25 years old, and I have my whole life ahead of me.
So you're 25 years old. By the way, horrible 25. But you were in your early 20s when this shit happened. This is normal early 20s sex. You look at each other and you go, fuck.
Look, if you didn't have the career you have, 1, you probably wouldn't have gotten laid. But 2, more importantly, none of these ladies would be coming forward or bringing you out because there's no point.
Right.
They just be like, oh, don't fuck that guy.
Hand in the cookie jar.
Well,
Exactly.
Not funny, haha, funny queer. Mm-hmm.
I really think that I need to do some serious work on myself and figure myself out So I'm going to start therapy sessions pretty much immediately.
God, he's like hitting every lefty talking point of a guy who gets in trouble for doing nothing wrong. I'm going to therapy. I don't want to invalidate anyone's feelings. I fucked her.
I mean, honestly, dude, they're kind of coming at you, and that's going to have, as you said, you're 25, you have your whole career ahead of you. Might not have a career with the way this is going. So, I don't know. Fucking go scorched earth on this shit. Don't fucking take this shit running.
Just say you're gay.
Or just do that.
Also, not to blame alcohol, but I truly believe that alcohol was a contributing factor.
Not to blame alcohol, but it was all alcohol.
Right, exactly. Not to blame alcohol, but I was so fucking drunk, man. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Not to blame alcohol, but it really wasn't me. It was Johnny Walker that did the raping.
Yes.
Poor decision making. And I think that alcohol in general has had a devastating impact on my life.
Then become a
I
Muslim.
think I'm going to make the decision to join the 12-step program for Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, fuck.
Everything I have in my life is a problem, and I'm a victim.
This is a man begging to not lose his career. But he's doing all the steps
to lose your career.
To lose your career because you have no fucking backbone. And by the way, I know he's begging. You know how I know he's begging? Because I beg. 125 away from our goal today. And let's get up over 200 likes on this video real quick. Thank you.
And during this journey into sobriety, I want to take a serious step back from public life. And like I said, figure myself out.
I don't like you.
And I hope that this reaches the ears of anyone who's felt affected by me. I'd love.
A lot of you gays are not acting like queers right now.
For me to say I'm sorry, and I really apologize, and I appreciate you all.
Where's that from?
I also want to apologize to my closest collaborators. You know, my friends, my family, and people who will have to wear this stain on
I literally
my
just
career
rub my
forever.
clit on everything in every stream I'm in.
That don't make no sense.
If you never want to watch Channel 5 again,
You fucking mark!
I hope you remember the mission
Fuck
of
you!
radical empathy and media literacy.
You got me.
That we have
Hand in the
tried to
cookie
put
jar.
into the world through our
Shut up, cunt.
Yeah, fuck me in the tushy.
You are Mexican and ugly.
All right, there we go. That's Andrew Callaghan from Channel 5 News. If you missed the beginning of our coverage of that, I can give you the cliff notes. Here it is. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to lose my career. Blah 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 blah. Please don't fire me. Blah 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 blah. Please don't fire me. Blah blah blah. There is that. Did I about get it?
I think so.
Okay, good. God. Oh, and you wanted to hear Ethan Klein?
Yeah, I want to see Ethan Klein rag on him because he's sitting there talking about his collaborators. Like, I noticed you don't use the word friends because, yeah, again, friends wouldn't necessarily just burn you down.
Right. Someone says we're over 200 likes. Oh, okay. Well, then.
Sweet.
Fuck. How about 3? Everybody hit the like button. Let's go over 3. How's that sound? Our chat, by the way, is still going. We're trying to get all caught up. Oh, we're at 256. And we want to be at 300 by 9 o'clock. We got a half hour. Wow. Great job, guys. Hit the like button. Let's get over 300 likes. 125 away from today's goal as well. If you'd like to chip in, there's the PayPal and the Streamlabs link in the chat. Super chats and memberships also count. Let's see if we can knock out, not only knock out that goal today, but maybe continue to stay ahead of the Hitman. We haven't had a full goal in over 6 weeks, so hopefully we can keep that whole thing going. Our buddy, well, I shouldn't say our buddy, he has no idea who the fuck we are, but a guy we like, Too Lazy to Try, he did a video on Ethan Klein talking about the Andrew Callaghan thing, and oh boy, was it bad. Ethan Klein, if I can find the video here. Oh, there it is. Ethan Klein needs to stop. Yeah.
All right, so in this video, we have Ethan Klein coming in with a hot take on all the Andrew Callaghan accusations. If you didn't know, him and Ethan were pretty good friends, and Ethan talked about the accusations a couple days ago on a live stream, and he basically said he believes the victims, and he said that he talked to Andrew, and he confirmed what the girls were saying was true.
I know I'm a caveman, and I know you're not supposed to talk like this anymore. I don't care. But please tell me what those women are victims of? Like, can you tell me what they're the victims of? Because, like, a victim has to be a victim of, like, an aggression against you or a crime against you or some kind of offense committed against you. Like, what are they victims of? A guy trying to fuck them and them letting him fuck them?
Yeah, I feel like we said this last week though too. I always felt like when she was doing her video and everything, I just felt like, you really just are kind of making this more a mountain out of a molehill because you just, again, you took some bad dick from a guy that you were hoping would be more than it was.
And he's gross. I'll give you that. He's disgusting.
And now you remember what you did, and you're like, I got to live with that.
By the way, Ethan sees a whole rotisserie chicken dangling from the ceiling. That's why it's...
Oh, I thought we just paused it the one time that he was doing a Super Mario impersonation.
All right, here's Ethan. By the way, you mentioned he said collaborators and not friends. That's because with friends like this, who needs accusers?
I have many friends who are being basically...
Keep burping, stupid. So anyway, before we go back and watch this again, I want to point out something. Ethan has gone hard left, and he refuses to acknowledge that cancel culture exists. So one thing I noticed about this clip, Ethan refuses to say the word canceled. So he keeps looking into the sky to think of a word that isn't canceled because he doesn't want to look like a hypocrite who says that cancel culture doesn't exist.
Also, dude, maybe not the upward angle. I mean, we're getting both folds of your neck fat here. Like that.
Well, and he's trying to hide his disgusting fat.
Yeah, but you can't do that when there's that much fat.
Right. So he's trying to hide it. It's like, then don't film at that angle.
Friends who are being basically...
The burps.
Doing horrible things, right? And getting called out. And it's happening way too much. This is happening way too much. And I think
it's like people are getting canceled.
Right. Yeah, right, Ethan? It's like people are getting canceled for stuff. It's so strange.
How is it that there's so many men, famous men, who are still doing this shit despite knowing...
Because women are throwing their wet pussies at them, Ethan. I understand that you weigh 340 pounds and you married a Mossad robot. So you don't really understand how this shit works. But you see, Ethan, famous people get pussy thrown at them. And if you're poor Andrew Callaghan, you've never seen a vagina in your life. You're an ugly fuck. Like, you are a really... Let's be objective about this. While we're kind of supporting Andrew, even when he won't support himself.
Yeah, he is hideous.
Because it's fun to watch a guy who's, like, so progressive try to be an ally and then get eaten alive by these monsters. He's gross. Like, he's objectively unfuckable. So, he achieved some fame, and then women started throwing pussy at him. And then he fucked the wrong ones that ratted him out later.
Oops.
So, like, a Brad Pitt, before he was famous, probably had pussy thrown at him.
Yeah, but none of those women regretted it.
Right. After Brad Pitt became famous, he was awash in pussy.
Just waves of vagina coming at him.
So, Ethan, I know you can't understand how this happens, but try to see the world outside of just you.
That this is a problem, that it's going to come out, right?
What the is...
And that you can't fuck around, you can't make mistakes like that. And yet people are still out there being scumbags.
Selling his friend,
it's the head thing is weird to me.
He claims he's got a form of Tourette's and he's just got a bunch of tics. So he's just a mess. But I think it's more a neurosis, but what do I know? I'm not a doctor. But with Ethan, like, again, who needs friends when this is your fucking buddy? A guy calling you a scumbag. And he's going, oh, he's acting like a scumbag. But he wasn't. He was acting like a dude.
And I hate the part that you just glossed over. Why does this keep happening with guys? Why do guys keep... It's almost like the ladies let this happen. The guys kind of, push for what they can get, and then they make a mistake when the lady says she regrets it.
And it just makes me think, like, if you're a famous guy, I hate to tell you, but I think the one night stands, I think it's got to be out.
Holy shit, fucking hot take McGillicuddy over here.
That's right, guys. You know, part of the reason you even started a band in the first place? It's out. You know why? Ethan Klein says you can't fuck. How about you just be a little more careful with who you fuck? How about if she's got blue hair, you leave her the fuck alone?
How about the guy who's never had a one-night stand doesn't give us advice on one-night stands?
Exactly,
I just feel like,
one-night stands need to be done. Easy for you to say.
You've never had one.
You've had sex once or twice and you had a kid both times.
And the reason I say that is to protect you from doing something horrible to somebody.
Thank you, Ethan.
And doing something you'll regret.
This is the weirdest video ever. It's like he's lecturing his son or something. And does he actually think he's going to change someone's mind with this video? I hate to break it to him, but there's not a single famous person that's going to see Ethan Klein tell him not to hook up anymore and be like, yep, I guess he's got a point. I'm going to stop doing that.
That's a great point. Again, too lazy to try on YouTube. Subscribe to him, but that's a really funny point. Like, is anyone watching a burping fucking manic Jewish guy sitting in a leather couch and going, oh yeah, I better stop getting my dick wet? Ethan Klein doesn't approve.
Like, I know who Ethan Klein is and everything, but when I watch this, I'm like, why the heck are you a thing? Like,
right.
Who cares?
It's a great question.
Even though I will admit, hooking up as a famous person is risky, but it's not for the reason Ethan's saying. No, he was always creepy.
I want to find more.
You would think that something would be changing by now, but it's like the same headline over and over and over again. I think that famous men need to stop having random hookups.
All right, Ethan, the girls all think you're good now. They're all liking your video. All the progressives in your audience, they all think you've done your good guy thing. You can end your hostage video now. Every time Ethan talks about shit like this, it looks like someone's got a gun in his mouth. And he swallowed it. Now
you have to do it, Ethan, or they're going to kill me, Ethan.
God. Now she's down designing clothes. She's too busy. God, Ethan's
I don't know why
worthless.
this headline keeps coming up. It just keeps happening again and again. It's almost like there's a secret cabal of people who share similar thoughts or feelings, and they are somehow using their strategically positioned, jobs to kind of push a narrative. It's weird.
Oh man, I
changing the culture.
Ethan Klein lecturing people on how they should conduct themselves sexually is like Ethan Klein telling people how to diet responsibly. It's the same exact thing.
Look, I'll tell you what the women like. No offense, but I get them so wet they get gangrene. So it's.
Dub says you're gonna get 8,000 subs soon, Aaron. Likely this week. Bravo. Yeah, we're on our way.
Thank you.
What did I say we were at the beginning of the show?
7888.
Let's see if 7880 has moved at all today. Oh wow, 7888. So it just went up. It went up by 8. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Hit the like button. It looks like we're 112 away then from 8,000. Very, very cool.
Brown candy. This dude's tweaking. Like, yeah, he seems like he's on something.
Ryan the Garbage Man says, I don't think Ethan has Tourette's. I think he's tweaking. He might be. James says his parents hired a temp agency to have people click on their YouTube to make them famous. Is that what? Wow, that's pretty smart, though. I mean, it's sad and pathetic and gay, but it's pretty smart. I assume Ethan has had plenty of one-night stands. You have to be good at sex to get repeat business. I would not believe that Ethan had a lot of one-night stands. I wouldn't. James also says Ethan would get robbed buying meth. I don't know. I think he'd be the first guy to ever be cut off by meth dealers. They'd be like, dude, that's enough. Like, you're good. You're done, bro. Bumbaclo says, all the fat, lonely women H3 fans approve. Yeah. H3 fans are called aunties. I hope not.
All the fat, lonely women loving everything Ethan does.
I really hope that's something you're just saying.